Hello, my creative friends. I'm Heather North from heatherscreativeblessings.com. It's almost Valentine's Day, so I'm going to make a love card. I have here some spun sugar distress ink and my mini ink blending tool. I'll pick up some ink and then I'll blot it off on a piece of scrap paper and use a light touch to blend out. And what I mean by that is, see that sponge? You can push it all the way in and give a heavy touch, or you can just barely have it kiss the paper. That's a heavy touch. Kiss the paper and blend it out. And if you just kiss it lightly, it will give you a much better blend. You won't get so many of those splotches or the rings that you get. Rubbing off the ink blending tool on scrap paper and then a light touch really does help make a much smoother blend. It might take longer to get the deeper color that you want, but it will be worth it in the end. And you can just continue to layer and layer. And what I have found is that the more I layer, the less splotchiness I get and the heavier I can go. The stamp set I'm using is a new one from Stampin' Up. It's called First Sight. I love the flourishes in it and the pretty font. It's just a really elegant stamp set. I'm going to ink up this flourish with some spun sugar ink, and then I'm going to stamp off on my scrap paper before I stamp it on my cardstock. And the reason I'm doing this is because I just want a light hint of this stamp in the background. And I don't even care that it's even. I like it if it's not. So this time I didn't even ink it up. I just stamped it a third time on the top corner because I want it to be the lightest over there. Kind of hard to see, sorry, but it does just add a little bit of depth and interest to your card. So for the sentiment, I'm going to take this stamp that says, "I believe in love at first sight." Isn't that sweet? I'm going to ink it up with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Stampin' Up has a new, I think it's called an archival black ink. I haven't tried it yet. If you've tried it, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of that ink, because I'm thinking about trying that out. I love VersaFine. It gives a nice crisp image. It's a nice deep dark black, but it does take a long time to dry. So I either hit it with a heat tool or set it aside for an hour or so, or I use embossing powder over it to dry it quicker. I just inked up another stamp in that stamp set, the little heart in Mela Mambo ink, and I'm pulling out this clear embossing powder. Like I said, it will smear if you don't let it dry, so I'm just using clear embossing powder over it, and I will heat set it. Now that that's dry, it's turned glossy and it will not smear. So I'm coming in again, this is a little heart that's included in that First Sight stamp set, and I'm inking it up with spun sugar. This time I'm going directly to my paper instead of stamping off, so that the hearts will show up even more. I mean, it's a Valentine's Day card. You can't have too many hearts for that, right? Can you tell in this video I just got my order from the Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog, the new catalog? I was having fun and experimenting, so I thought I would show you me opening these packages of paper, not because that's exciting, but so that you can see the different colors and styles in the couple of packs here. This is one of the Celebration offerings. It's called Perfectly Artistic Designer Series paper. During Celebration, every $50 you spend with Stampin' Up, you can choose one of the items from the Celebration catalog for free. So I really liked that pink. I thought it looked good. But before I decided on that for sure, I opened up the Birthday Bouquet Designer Series paper, and I'm going to see how that looks. And this is a good tip. If you create your own background, look at packs of paper and see the colors that are listed on there. See what might go with what you have. This had a lot of white, which went well with it, but I thought it would just kind of get lost in the background. I liked it with that green one, but I thought that the pink was the best offering. So I went and took it to my Big Shot, and I cut it out with, this is a die from My Favorite Things. It's called Blueprints 20. The smaller rectangle adds stitch lines, faux stitch lines, and the larger rectangle makes a scallop design. This is very similar to the journal card die that's included in the new Stamp of Approval collection from Sugar Pea Designs. The one in the Stamp of Approval collection is a little bit smaller than this though, and I'm not sure, it might be sold out by the time this video goes live, so I went ahead and used the Blueprints 20, but I'll put a link over on my blog so you can check it out if the Stamp Approval is still available. Okay, this is, I swear, this is the last thing from the new catalog, but I had to use it. They have these little enamel dots. I love enamel dots, and I'm always looking for them in that aqua mint color. I just love that color. It's my favorite color right now. And so when I saw that, I had to use it. So I'm just pulling out some of the, I don't even know the colors. I'll have to look them up. Kind of a rose red is what I would guess. And that's what I wish I would have done for that heart, was rose red. But I had Melon Mambo sitting there, so I used Melon Mambo. It works. My husband will love it. This is scheduled to be my final card as a design team member for the Stampin Celebration Challenge. I've been a design team member over there for 2 years now, and so I am stepping down and making room for somebody else to join the team. If this is something you might be interested in, make sure you click on the links and go over there and check it out, because they should be having a design team call. If not this week, maybe starting next week. So good luck with that. It's a really fun team to be a part of. Thank you, Wendy, and all of the creative ladies for letting me join you and play along for so long. And I'll be hopping over there occasionally when I get a chance. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my card, be sure and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you find some time today to get creative. Bye!